What up, fam? It's your boy Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher. We are excited to share with you the full outline and flow to manage and run a live show. In today's video, we're gonna actually walk through that process. It includes design, putting everything in whatever program you're using. In my case, it's gonna be Ecamm Live. And then we're gonna go into test, where we have everything lined up. We make sure that all the transitions work, that your timing is good. Then you need to go into execute. And that's actually where you go live, where you do the thing. It's where we put it up, we bring up comments, we manage our pacing, deal with the realities of live. In this particular instance, we had a speaker who could not make it, so we had to shift to a pre-recorded video. So you'll see that. And then you go offline, end the broadcast. And when we end the broadcast, I like to do a little thing. I'm going to show you some of that. Also, you can then go into repurposing. Hang with me. I'm looking forward to sharing my process, how I produce a live show. Hey fam, it's production day. I'm leaving the studio, getting ready to head to the car and head to the work studio, get set up and ready for the live joint. So rock with me as we do what we gotta do.
Okay, let's go.
6:41 Sunday morning, getting ready to head out to the production. This is the non-sexy part. This is what it looks like, y'all. This is the part that nobody wants to show you. Throw this in here as well. There's a lot of mindset hacks and perspectives and things to be mindful of when you are going into production day. I'm generally militant. As I mentioned before, I'm OCD, so I try my best to really stay on task and on target. Want to be there ahead of time, early if I can, and then really be able to deliver the original vision of the project. We are here now. Technical director is already here, beat me here. I don't like when that happens. It's not really your normal average live stream. This is actually one where we're doing a broadcast for a television ministry. So let's go. So coming from our control room, going back into studio, we are going to be doing a 3-camera shoot. This is our tight shot on the main subject at the time. This is our wide shot. It gets the entire set, essentially. I mean, it's basically a workout set, so not much to do there. We have a video wall behind. And then this camera is kind of a moving camera. We're gonna be following on this camera. This camera is supposed to get the modifier. Now for this particular live show, we're doing a workout series, as you can see with the coach. This is a video wall. The video wall allows us to do a number of different things, allows us to, shift on a dime and make some changes for it to look a certain way. You have some lights in the studio as well, both connected to the ceiling and then of course on the floor that we can move around for additional light. You can see me on the camera there. That is what it looks like for the coaches as they do their thing. Yeah, that gives you kind of a look and a window into what we have set up for the live show. Now, let me take you over to the control room where the magic happens. You see the audio engineers stationed right here. You can see where we will be working on Ecamm. There's the stream deck and there's the Ecamm right there. All the different scenes and assets. I'm going to show more about that in a second. You can actually see the camera switching, and that is because of Dr. Dwayne Cheddar.
Hey, morning, man. What's up?
In the broadcast production, you have the technical director,
Right.
and that person literally decides what the end viewer sees.
Right.
So talk to us about what's happening here at your station.
So basically, this is our switcher. What I'm doing is determine what shots are best for my audience. So for example, right now, I'm on a wide shot, which is here.
Right.
And if I wanted to go to a close-up when the person is talking, then I cut to a much closer shot. So you'll see that there. What we do is decide which angle, which shot is best suitable to tell the story to our audience.
Thank you so much. In the green room, we have our coaches.
What up, what up, what up?
The main coach for today's workout, Coach Justin.
I am Justin Rogers. We're going to do a 20-minute HIIT workout. We're going to burn about 300 calories. We're going to get active and we're going to get healthy. Let's get it.
This Coach Chantel also has a number of workouts in this series.
This is Coach Chantel. What's up, fam? I'm just here to do whatever Coach Justin say to do.
And then next to her,
what's going on? It's
I
Coach
can't
Joel.
even say
Find me on Instagram, Temple Builders, Temple_Builder, all right? What we're trying to do over here is share the health message with the world. We are not only preaching the gospel, but we're living the gospel physically. We're trying to make sure that we all get our bodies right. That's what we're doing. 20-minute workout, body right.
let's go.
So let me take you through what we have in Ecamm. First scene is the flyer. And that's just kind of, what will be on the on the screen. That's the placeholder, that's the thumbnail, that's the flyer, but we have some other graphics that are in the system as well. Then we also have the countdown. So this is already pre-done and designed by our video editors. It is a couple minutes, 4 minutes or something like that, 5-minute countdown. And so it does kind of pull from some of the other videos and things that we've done in this series for this particular show. You'll see in sound effects that I have this going. You also see that it is set to go to the next scene. You also see that it's set to have the music stop when that scene is complete. The next scene after that is a bumper video because we wanted to kind of have that bumper there. That bumper is going to loop. And it is I think it's a 60-second bumper, and we use those because we want to make sure that the person is ready. Now, in this particular instance, the devotional isn't going to be done live, so it'll be done as a video, and so I'm playing that video now. But if it was live, we want to make sure we have that bumper so that it doesn't just go to the person unexpectedly. We can count them in. So here, this is the video, and you can see that it's also set to go to the next scene. You can also see that, you know, how long that is. It's not very long. We can see where the file is, and we can select that file and play it, and it will automatically advance to the next scene. And so you can see, you know, the graphics are on the screen. All that stuff is built into the video, so we're not having to do any of that in Ecamm. But this is the flow for this hybrid production, this live production that we'll be doing here today. So this brings us the workout intro. And again, this was already pre-done, pre-produced by our video editors. It is just a 12-second video. You can see that it will also go to the next scene. You can see the music volume is playing there. And what comes after the intro is a disclaimer video. Now, for this particular project, we had to do a disclaimer to make sure that people know to go check with their doctors and all that other good stuff. But yes, this is a disclaimer video. And again, you want to just kind of load your assets into Ecamm one after the next, and then make sure that they're set to go to the next scene when it's done. And in this case, it will go to the next scene, but it will also go to the next scene. In this case is a bumper. So you can see that kind of auto advance right there. So now it goes to the bumper. We have a little lower third that says 20-minute workout. We have music that's playing on this scene, right? And it will not stop when the scene ends. And so now once we count the talent in, we will then click on the workout live scene, which actually is the live camera. So you can see that there now, right? And so this is where Dr. Cheddar is going to be doing the switching, and we have a couple of lower thirds there just in preparation. So you can see Coach Joel right there. We have Coach Chantel right there. There's a couple of lower thirds. I've put them in a folder because it's got the background and it also has the text on top. So having them in folders means I can hide them and unhide them as a group, as opposed to having to click double, right? So that's the idea or the thinking behind that. So that's going to be the line portion of our workout. We do have a timer, and behind that timer we had a little red circle. That's what we requested that's what our coaches requested, just to be able to see where they are in terms of time. After the coaches are done, we will play the bumper video again. Again, just as a placeholder, a few seconds in between. You'll see that this is also set to loop, and then we'll go into the cooking demonstration, the healthy cooking demonstration. That's all part of this series. Those videos are also pre-produced. It's not going to be live, so you can see. Boom, I can change that to go next scene. And then once that scene is done, even though it's a bumper video, I can change it so that when that scene is done, it goes directly to the next scene. Now, here you're seeing 7 minutes and 34 seconds is the video of the cooking demonstration. And in this particular cooking demonstration, we recorded it in this same studio. Of course, we didn't have time to switch the studio around, so we made sure that the live portion was the workout and the pre-recorded portion is the cooking demonstration. And so all of that is pre-produced, and you can see some of the controls that we have with videos inside Ecamm. And again, just making sure everything is stacked and ready to go. That's the last video. So right after this plays, it will go into the outro, and the outro will end the broadcast. So just kind of brought it back a little bit so you can kind of get a feel for everything that you can see on screen. QR code, all those things have been pre-produced, as I mentioned. And now here it is, 3, 2, 1. And it should go to the outro. And the outro is just a quick little video. It does have some credits, and you can see here in Ecamm I've selected for this video. When it ends, I can end the broadcast. And when that ends the broadcast, I'm done. I'm done. So that actually ends the broadcast. And once it ends the broadcast, we would then move on to post-production if we need to edit. Now here you're seeing a little clip of while the production was actually live. 595 people are watching. Cheddar is ready to go, but again, this, as I mentioned, the devotional piece was pre-recorded. I'm just kind of showcasing some members of the team that were with us here: sound engineer, camera operators, floor manager. She also was the host for the cooking demonstration. You're seeing that nobody is in the studio currently, but they're prepping and getting ready to go. So on the screen, you can see what the coaches are seeing. They can see the comments. They can see the pre-recorded video. They can also see their notes, which will help them in terms of what they have to do next. Of course, you see some of the studio lighting and everything that has been staged, but that conference monitor serves multiple purposes during the live broadcast. Here now, we're coming back into the control room. Everybody's kind of in a holding pattern right now because we are getting ready to transition from the pre-recorded content to the live content. One of the things I wanted you to see, of course, is this is the audio engineer's desk. This is the Ecamm setup. On the other side of that wall is another screen. Of course, you can see our technical director switcher, and you can see now that we've transitioned from the pre-recorded content. You can now see that we are looking at live content. So Coach is doing what he needs to do. The technical director, which is Dwayne Cheddar, he is doing what he needs to do, calling shots over the headset to the camera operators, and actually taking those shots where necessary. Now I'm going to walk into the studio itself. You can see the two camera operators. The main camera is not being touched. It's a static shot, wide shot, whereas this one is a tight shot, and Edmund, who's the camera operator, he's following the main coach. There is your wide shot, kind of capturing everything. Our coach has energy for days, so it was cool to capture that on camera. Marie, one of our other camera guys, is having a good time, and you can see that his camera is focused on Coach Joel, who in this instance is our modifier. So you kind of have a good feel for what that looks like. As I mentioned before, we're going to try to transition back in. But I mentioned before that the confidence monitor that's in front of the coaches has their notes in terms of what workout's coming next. They can see, the preview window, which is not in preview mode, but it's just a preview window. Then they can also see comments. Those are live comments coming in from those who are watching online live. But in addition to that TV, we have that TV mirrored to this TV inside. Well, it's not inside the control room, but it's facing the control room so that we can also see comments. We can also see where they are in their notes, and we can scroll it down. You can see the live comments coming in from those that are watching. Something like 600, 700 people were watching. This was a Sunday morning that we did this broadcast, and really cool project. And again, that's the way that we stack everything together to ensure that we have a seamless flow for a live production. Ecamm is at the center of it all. You can kind of see it here. We have 969 people watching. I have my phone propped up on the side. We're streaming to a couple different channels, and then you can kind of see what Ecamm looks like as we are pushing through. But that basically kind of takes us through all the different pieces that are required, that are in use, that are functioning as we run this live production for this exercise series. Here, I'm just showing the outro video that's being played. Everything is complete, and I believe that the outro video is already set, and that is a wrap. Oh man, I feel like I need to be wiping my brow. That was a lot.
That's a lot of pressure.
I hope that you were able to kind of see some things, gain some insight and some wisdom. This particular project really was about putting multiple pieces in play, right? We had pre-recorded assets, we had live assets, we had workout, which is a different kind of production, right? So we needed the 3-camera shoot, we needed a modifier, we needed someone who's going to be doing the timing, we needed a screen on site for the talent to be able to see themselves and their notes and the next workout. We needed music, we needed a countdown, we needed a timer on screen. There's just a lot of different components and pieces that went into play to make this thing happen. And of course, we went into the cooking segment. Thankfully, that was recorded. This is what it looks like, and you learn as you go along. You do have to be able to shift on a dime. You do have to be able to think quickly on your toes. That is what live is all about. And so yes, you have your plan. Yes, you have done your prep, your design, and you're ready to execute, but you cannot be so rigid that you can't flow with the punches. You can't flow with what's happening.
Look like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Now, I don't like to do that a lot. As somebody who has OCD, you can imagine, but I definitely like to make sure I have some flexibility even within my plan to be able to flow with whatever happens. If you like this style video, leave a comment below. If you have questions, of course, you know I answer all of those, so definitely hit us up. We also are going to be doing more of these kinds of on location, real world learning style videos, and we're going to be doing some more gear related review type content. So definitely check out this playlist right here. It's going to show you some of that type of content, and we look forward to seeing you over there.